Assalamu alaikum. I'm Luqman 𝐬𝐲𝐬 and this is 𝐲𝐥𝐬𝐬 Academy. In today's episode, inshallah, we will discuss the different shapes of the connected letters of two shape mates, which are 𝐴yn and Ghayn. So, stay tuned.
𝐲𝐥𝐬𝐬 Academy.
This is just to remind you that we are explaining using Al-Minhaj book, the official book of 𝐲𝐥𝐬𝐬 Academy. 𝐴yn and Ghayn, the new shipmates we have today. So let's discover them. This is the letter we know, letter 𝐴yn. So let's see how it will look in the initial form. So this is 𝐴yn in the initial form. So let's try to explain its idea. You see here, this is a small semicircle. Okay, now we explain the isolated form of letter 𝐴yn. First of all, a small semicircle and a big semicircle above it. Okay, below it, sorry. So we have small semicircle and a big semicircle below it. Okay, but in the initial form we will draw the small semicircle and we will cancel this big semicircle below it and we will draw a line. So super easy, right? Okay, so this 𝐴yn in the isolated form will be flatted in the initial form to be drawn like this. Okay, the middle form the same of the initial form, but just what? Right, excellent, but just a line before it. This is the first shape of the letter 𝐴yn in the middle form. Okay, and this is the second shape of letter 𝐴yn in the middle form. Okay, and this is the third shape of letter 𝐴yn in the middle form. Okay, these different shapes are just due to the different fonts. Okay, so you can use any one of them. Okay, it doesn't depending on certain case or certain situation. No, it just different fonts. So whatever you love, you can use. Whatever you like, you can use. Okay, so this is the middle forms of the letter 𝐴yn. You will find the same idea of the initial form, but a line before, a line before, a line before. Okay, you can use any one of these three forms, not the three forms together. Okay, I think this is clear, but I'm just kidding. The final form of letter 𝐴yn, this is the final form of letter 𝐴yn. As you notice, it's the same of the isolated form, but with a line before it. Okay, clear? Cool. Okay, so let's take the initial form, an example of these three forms. Okay, ዒድ. Okay, as you can see here, 𝐴yn in the initial form. بعد, as you can see, 𝐴yn in the middle form. We used this form of 𝐴yn because it's most common. Okay, and as for the final form, this one سبعة, 𝐴yn in the final form, and as we said, it looks like the isolated form but with a line before it to be connectable to the letter before, and 𝐴yn in general it's connectable to the letter before and the letter after. Okay, what about the shape mate of letter 𝐴yn? What? 𝐴yn has shape mates? Sure, which is letter Ghayn. Okay, so all what we said with letter 𝐴yn, we will apply with letter Ghayn. What I mean, let's discover it. So the initial form will be like this. So we will cancel this semicircle and it will be a line like this. It will be flatted. Okay, and for the middle form, it will be like this is the first shape, and this is the second shape, and this is the third shape. And we said these different shape depends on the font, the different fonts. Okay, not depending on certain situation or certain case to use No, anyone you like it, you can use it. It's up to you, my dear student. Okay. Okay, so and this is the final form of the letter Ghayn. Here is the note we were talking about, the different shapes of Ayn and Ghayn in the middle of the word based on different type of fonts. Based on different type of fonts. So if you, for example, opened the Word document or whatever document and you write letter Ghayn in the middle form, if you choose different fonts, you can see this one and you can see this one and you can see this one. Okay, it doesn't depend on like a certain rule to use any one of them. No, it's just different fonts. Okay, let's take examples. As you can see here, غرب, this is the initial form, this is the middle form لغة, and this is the final form يصغو. So I hope these two letters Ayn and Ghayn are clear and are easy in all their forms, initial, middle, final, and for sure isolated. And now we came to the end of this episode. So if there is anything is still not clear, feel free to tell me in the comment section below. Inshallah, in the next episode we will continue explaining the remaining letters. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Now we came to the end of this episode. So if you want to follow up the next episodes, consider subscribing. Also, if you want a qualified Quran tutor, whether for yourself or your kids, we are providing online Quran classes. Don't forget to check out our app. See you inshallah in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum.
Shaykhi Academy. Learn and enjoy.